You guys that are just beginning, you guys have got to be patient. I have been doing this for the past 3.5 years and I'm still on my way to profitability. This stuff is not a get rich quick scheme, because trust me, that's how I joined it, but I'm still over here all into it with all the passion and all my heart, because I know that maybe not this year, maybe not today, but maybe not tomorrow, but one day I will be profitable and you guys will be seeing me live the life I want. You want to know why you're not successful and you're not profitable? The reason is you're worried about making money. The money's going to come, but you have to learn the skill before you can even make any money. Perfect your craft, perfect your strategy, and you'll be set. You guys want to know the number one lesson that was really hard for me to learn is focusing on quality trades instead of quantity trades. I used to take about 15 trades in 1 week, and out of those 15 trades I will lose 14 of them and win 1 of them. I was nowhere near to the money I lost. So what did I do? I focused on taking 2 to 3 trades per week. Yeah, per week. Because I focus on hitting every single take profit. I focus on perfecting my craft. Not every single day I get a setup, but the days that I do, I make sure that I have ammo, that I have money to be able to risk. Because if I risk every single day, and not every single day is going to be the greatest setup, I'm not going to have any money, I'm not going to have any ammo for when it's time to enter that right setup. So just hold your ammo, treat it like a war, because it's you against you. Don't waste your bullets when you don't have to shoot at nobody, because when you need to shoot at somebody, you're gonna wish you had that round. What's going on YouTube? It's LH Trades back with another video, and today we're back after one day that we missed. I did not forget about you guys. I did not forget about trading yesterday. It's just that I did not have a single setup and I was not interested in taking a trade. So like I told you guys, I'm not going to be making videos for the days that I don't trade, because it's unnecessary unless I have something that's for knowledge for you guys. But today is Wednesday. I think it should be 20 or the 19th. I don't know, but we took a trade and we were in a little bit of drawdown. But guess what? When you trust your strategy, when you have back tested it enough, you know that even if you go in a little bit of drawdown, you don't have nothing to worry about. Why? Because you've tested it, you've done it more than 100 times, and you know no matter what, it's gonna go to hit every single take profit. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed today's videos. If you guys got questions for me, drop them down in the comments. If you guys need help or anything, guys, please just drop them down in the comments, because I would be more than happy to help you out, because that's what I needed when I first started. I needed somebody to help me out, but I didn't have that. So I'm here for you guys, and I won't leave you guys alone any step of this journey. Alrighty family, so what did we have going into today, Tuesday 20th of 2024? We had a buy position for the day of today, and like you guys can see, we got pretty much all of our levels and stuff, and throughout the 4 hour and stuff, we disrespected this fair value gap. In the 3 hour, we disrespected this fair value gap. In the 2 hour, we disrespected this fair value gap. And if you guys can see, we have this low over here. That's a 2 hour low, and it is also a 4 hour low. If we go down to the 1 hour time frame, we can see it's not one of the most prominent lows, but because it's not prominent, it doesn't mean that we don't pay attention to it, because it's still part of the market. It's still some of the story that the market gave us, not today, but yesterday or a couple of days before. So we have to keep all these levels in consideration. All right, if you guys can see, we swept that 4 hour liquidity on MES, and on MNQ we did the same thing. You guys can see, disrespected, and then we just swept this 2 and 4 hour low. After we swept that low, what are we looking for? We go into the 5 minute time frame. That way we can look for the candle that broke liquidity, and then we can look for the next candle that forms, giving us a high and a low. And if we do that, we can check out that over here we have our sweep. You guys can see over here we have our sweep. Let me go ahead and draw it. That's a sweep. Okay, after we have the sweep, what are we looking for? The candle that broke what? Broke liquidity. So the candle that broke liquidity is this one, The next candle after that one is the candle that gives us our high and our low. If you guys can see, we have our high. If you guys can see, we broke liquidity over here. The next candle that formed was this black candle over here. All right, so what do we do now? We go into the 1 minute to look for that break of structure in the 1 minute. Once we have a 1 minute break of structure, like you guys can see, break of structure. All right, let me go ahead and show you guys on MNQ. What do we have? We have our liquidity sweep. We have our break of structure. How is it a break of structure? Because we closed above it in the 1 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute so we can double check. All right, what do we have? We have a break of structure with this big purple candle. For me it's purple, but for you guys it's green. All right, so we have that break of structure there in the 1 and the 5 minute. And let's go confirm it on MES as well. All right, we have a liquidity sweep, break of structure with that big ass purple candle as well. All right, so we have liquidity sweep and break of structure on both of them. I don't think we've ever had a day like this in the past maybe month or two. Like today is the day that both of the charts, they just matched to each other. Like it was insane. It was really good price action and we had a great day. So once we had the liquidity sweep, the break of structure, what are we looking for? We're looking for a fair value gap. That way we can enter it and get a reaction off of it. So what do we have? We have all of these fair value gaps in M and Q. And if you guys can see, on M and Q we made these fair value gaps, and on MES we only made one. Out of all these fair value gaps that I marked out in M and Q, we never tapped into any of them before we took off. Unlike MES, what did we do? We came all the way down into our fair value gap. We got a reaction and then it took off without us. All right. So what were we waiting for? We were waiting for us to tap into it in the 1 minute time frame. Okay. So this was the first. So we created the fair value gap, the first entry into our fair value gap. This is our reaction. It took off. So what do we wait for? We wait for us to enter it one more time in the 1 minute. And like you guys can see, I entered right there. Let me go ahead and turn on my execution labels on. That way you guys can check them out. Like you guys can see, we entered on 5 contracts right at equilibrium of this fair value gap after we got this 5 minute reaction. Like you guys can see, let me go ahead and show it to you guys a little more clear. All right. Came down, and this is a 5 minute candle that came into it. You guys can see we had that big wick from out of that fair value gap. After we have that, all I need is for us to go back into it and accept my risk, accept the trade, because I have back tested this. I have seen this over and over in the market, and I know that even if we go into drawdown a little bit, that's the whole point of it. It has to stop some people out, stop the people that put way too close stop losses, and then take off. And not sadly, but happily, I already know the area, or I already know how much stop loss I should have before I get stopped out. And this is not stuff that I know personally. It's stuff that you learn once you just get more time and more experience into these markets. So like you guys can see, we entered with 5 contracts over here, and yeah, buddy, we was in drawdown for the beginning of the trade. I mean, we were literally at the stop loss section. We entered over here at equilibrium, and we came all the way down. We almost got stopped out, but by 2 points. We went all the way up again. I thought we were about to just start shooting up, but man, we came down one more time. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, yes, emotions and nerves are there, but that's because I'm a human just like you, man. But you want to know what? That's just a little feeling. That's just a little thought that's in my body in that moment. Why is it? Because I'm entering a trade. I'm a human, man. I'm supposed to have emotions. You're supposed to get happy. You're supposed to get angry. If you don't have that, you're pretty much a blank page. You know, you got something wrong with you, because if you're just entering these things like it's nothing, maybe it just took you a little more time to get there. But for me, I'm still learning how to not pay attention to my emotions and just let whatever the market is telling me to do take over. All right, so we entered with our 5 contracts equilibrium. This was our take profit 1 over here. We took profits over here. Once we took profits at take profit 1, we move our stop loss to break even. All right, so what did we do? We went and took the second take profit. After we take out our second take profit, what we do is we move our stop loss to the first take profit, and we're at 0 risk. So let's say I took out the second take profit and then I don't take out my third one. What does that mean? It means that the market took out the second one and it came all the way down, stopped me out at my first take profit, meaning that instead of me losing all that money that I could have gained, I closed it out earlier, not because I'm scared, but because I already got take profit 1 and take profit 2 hit. Those are my 2 take profits that I'm mostly worried about. Once I have this take profit and this take profit hit, this last take profit is just a single contract that is called a runner. What these runners do is that it just gives you an extra point of capitalization. Just gives you a little more extra money. But the ones I'm more worried about is this 2 contract and this other 2 contracts. That's 4 contracts. The last one, it can do whatever it wants, you know. But the thing is, you have to learn how to trail your stop loss and how to trail your break even. The reason is I could have easily just kept this at break even over here. Let's say we keep it at break even and then we take out the second take profit, but instead of hitting the third one, we go all the way down. I lose about 200 bucks right there, maybe 150. But since I have so much time in these markets, I have realized and I have learned that what the market likes to do is take out 1 to 2 take profits, come back into the area you entered, and then take off like a skyrocket, you know. So like I'm telling you guys, it's not that I know these things personally, it's that I've learned and I have gone through these things. You guys have no idea how many trades I have taken before I could find the one that was that aha moment. You know, like you've got to have your aha moment, because this stuff is simple. The most simple you keep it, the most money you'll make. Honestly, man, like the less nerdy you keep it, bro, it's gonna be easy, man. And let me show you, man. The stuff is, yesterday, how much did we lose? Yesterday we lost a total of 156. All right, so we were down at 49,892, I think it was. But what do we have now? Today we made a total profit of 350. What did we do? We made back yesterday's loss and we made back what we risked today. So what does that mean? That I lose one trade, I lose 150. If I win one trade, I make 350 to 400. That's 2-3 trades I gotta lose, man. You gotta realize that it's not about how much money you can make, but it's about perfecting this, bro. Because look at it. Right now, I'm only risking 150. But that's because I'm still learning. I'm still perfecting my craft. Once I perfect this, bro, instead of me risking 150, you want to know how much I'm going to be risking? I'm going to be risking up to 500, up to 1,000, up to 1,500. And instead of bringing 350, from 500, I'll bring 1,500. From 750, I'll bring 2,000, 2,400. You know, it's all about getting it perfect from the beginning. Because if I learn how to do this every single day, if I learn how to read this market and I learn how to capitalize and execute at these exact moments, then there's nothing stopping me, bro. You know what I'm trying to get to? The thing is, you have to master this, and you have to learn how to do the skill before you can even make the money. Because like I told you, all you got to do is press sell or buy, and you could end up making money or you could end up losing your money. The reason we make money is because we have all these levels, all these confluences that after we hit these places, we get a reaction. You know, so just be consistent and be disciplined, you know, because you can have all the motivation in the world, but it's about discipline. Because what do you do on those days you don't feel like doing this stuff? Bro, you gotta do it. Because it's about being consistent and sticking to the plan. You know what I mean? You have to focus on quality over quantity. You have to focus on good habits over bad habits. Start doing this stuff from the beginning, and I'm telling you, by the time you're a year and a half, 2 years in, you're gonna be like, man, this stuff is so easy. That's because you start from the beginning learning the good stuff. You start from the beginning learning good habits, learning good strategies, and learning that the money is there, but the skill, I have to learn it, you know. And one thing I want you guys to know is that I believe in you guys. I really do believe in you guys. For the guys that are watching this, for the girls that are watching this, don't give up. Keep going. I don't know how old you guys may be, but I'm a very young guy. You know, right now I can fail, but I have so much more time to go, which means I'm not gonna quit. If I fail right now, I'm gonna go again. If I quit again, I'm gonna go again. If I fail, bro, it's called a fail. It's not called a quit. That's why we can't quit when we fail. Because what if you're at that 120th fail, but you just need one more opportunity for you to hit the area you want to be? You know, just fall in love with the process, fall in love with the journey, and most and foremost, fall in love with where you are right now. Because when the money comes, it'll be just one thing. But if you're not happy with yourself, your person, and you're not happy with where you are before you make this money, it'll be very hard for you to really enjoy and be happy with your other money. So again, I believe in you guys. Don't forget to be consistent, and remember that you can't do this alone. You need the God Almighty with you at your side. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys got questions or concerns for me, drop them down in the comments. And for all of you guys that are still watching and are following with me, I appreciate you guys so much. God bless you. Hey there, my fellow brother. Before I finish this video, I want every boy and every girl who hears this video to know that you are loved. Not loved by your enemies, but you're loved by God and you're loved by me. Because if God can love me, why can't I love you? Feel me? You guys gotta always remember that. Yes, you can do things alone. You can make decisions on your own. But how are they the right decisions? You have no idea. That's why you gotta have to keep God close to your side. You have to make sure that you don't live your life alone. Because no matter what, there'll be a time where you'll fall down, and the only person who's gonna be able to help you is yourself and your relationship with God. Don't forget that there is an Almighty and that you can't do everything on your own, because if you do, one day it'll go bad.